Why has the world forgotten Cassie Chadwick? You would think that a woman whose deeds were so outrageous they riveted the nation would be remembered. Cassie Chadwick, Heiress to Millions, is a tale of two scoundrels, really. Andrew Carnegie fashioned himself a philanthropist, but he accumulated his vast wealth by underpaying the workers, slaving in his coal fields and his steel mills.
If you want the life I live, be expeditious. Workers joining unions verges on seditious. So I hired Pinkerton to kill and maim. America is lucky that I came. The Greeks had Alexander and his world dominion. Rome had Caesars who they held in high opinion. France had their Napoleon, in fact they had three. America is lucky to have me.
When Cassie claimed to be Carnegie's illegitimate daughter, and showed bankers millions in signed promissory notes payable on his death, they were thrilled to extend high-interest loans to the seemingly gullible future heiress. Little did they know she was about to perpetrate the crime of the century.
Well, we all get one spin of the wheel, just one try for the Cupid doll. And while some people wait to discover their fate, I have tried it all. If there's trouble ahead, and there surely may be, well, that trouble is mine and created by me. So I won't weep and wail at the end of my tale, not for me. I am Cassie, heiress to millions. I'll have power, position, and fame. So love me, abhor me, you cannot ignore me. The world will remember my name.
At no other time in our history was the contrast between the haves and the have-nots more pronounced than during the Gilded Age. Carnegie and his cronies owned 90% of America's wealth, while 99% of the population scrambled for the leavings. But as the new century dawned, workers began their fight for better treatment, often with devastating results.
There's a fire down below, and the temperature is rising. It's moving kinda slow, but the strength of it's surprising. Progress can't be stopped, and the world just keeps revolving. The system must give way, the rights of man are still evolving. I may not be like Mother Jones, that's true, but this tale's not controlled by either me or you. This story in a history book may have a very different look, and who's to say I'll be the crook? But the temperature is rising.
Women voting in elections. Next they'll want to have erections. If the times they are a-changing, and I haven't seen a trace, you can't tell me women suffer 'cause they can't decide a race. When men compete for offices of state, no woman should be trusted with their fate.
Though Cassie rebelled against the notion that a woman was defined by the man she married, Philip, a veteran of the Spanish-American War, seemed to have a worldview that matched her own.
I want a woman who is smart, whose mind is stronger than her heart, and let her personality be more than than just fragility.
But Cassie seemed destined to disappointment in love.
Would it be too strange as the years go by that I still remember you? When at last I'm called up to heaven on high, might we meet and start anew? I have friends who say I must try each day to find love with someone new. They just don't recognize that the look in my eyes says I'm spending my life loving you.
And her initial foray into New York society met with disaster.
A slap in the face, a knock to the chin, a bitter disgrace, a kick in the shin. New York, you're tough, I have to agree, but I ain't through with you, New York, and you're not through with me.
Cassie, Heiress to Millions, examines one of our history's most flamboyant con artists and the age in which she prospered. I wrote this musical with great affection for a woman who history has erased. And I've given her an ending that may not be strictly truthful, but one I think she richly deserves.
I have a husband who is smart and has a kind and loving heart, and so we'll never be apart. We will be together all